In Kendry Páez, Chelsea may have one of the best future players on the planet. Chelsea signed a 15-year-old Kendry Páez in the summer of 2023 for a fee of over £15 million. He became the youngest player ever to score in a World Cup qualifier when he netted against Bolivia. A former Ecuador star has said Páez has the potential to be better than Lionel Messi and Neymar. There are some players for whom the future seems to be all set. Kendry Páez is one of them. On the eve of his 17th birthday, he was born on the 4th of May, 2007, the Ecuadorian, listed in NXGN's Top 50 Wonderkids, has already had the eyes of all Europe's top clubs turning towards him. Unfortunately for them, Chelsea have already secured his future move to the Premier League. Chelsea's agreement to sign Kendry Páez, signed on the 5th of June, 2023, the young midfielder's recruitment will take effect from the 2025-26 season, when Páez comes of age. The deal was struck when the player was still just 15 years old, but that did not stop the Blues from investing £17.27 million to secure the services of the young sensation. While it may be a hefty sum for a teenager, it pales in comparison when compared to the sums spent on some of his South American counterparts in the likes of Endrick, Vitor Roque and Vinicius Jr., for example. Kendry Páez's career, born in the small port city of Guayaquil, Páez began playing football at the age of 5. After playing for the youth teams of Academia Alfaro Moreno, 2012-2015, CS Emelec, 2015-2016, and CS Patria, 2016-2017, the 11-year-old finally joined the academy of Independiente del Valle, a club founded in 1958. The club has won 2 Copa Sudamericana titles, the continental equivalent of the Europa League, and is renowned for the quality of its training. Piero Hincapié, Angelo Preciado, Gonzalo Plata and Chelsea's very own Moises Caicedo have all come through the academy, already appearing to have above-average qualities. Páez led his team to victory in the final of the Copa Milo Mitad del Mundo 2022, a youth tournament involving U18 teams from all over Latin America. In February 2023, as he celebrated his professional debut against Mushuk Runa SC, Páez became, at 15 years, 9 months and 21 days, not only the youngest player in Independiente's history, but also its youngest goalscorer. Shortly afterwards, the left-footed player led Ecuador's U17 side to second place in the South American Championship, where he was decisive 8 times, 2 goals, 6 assists, in 8 appearances. A few weeks later, it was with the U20s that the young player made his mark. Called up to play alongside them at the World Cup, the attacking midfielder scored a goal and provided 3 assists in 4 games. Despite his side's elimination in the round of 16, he even became the youngest goal scorer in the history of the tournament, at 16 years and 22 days, when he opened the scoring against Fiji. His performances were more than enough to prompt Europe's top clubs to try to snap him up. We have received several offers for him, from Borussia Dortmund to Manchester United and, well, Chelsea, who showed the most interest, said Independiente president Santiago Morales at the time. Since making his professional debut, the Ecuadorian has made 40 appearances on the domestic and continental stage, and in 2024 graced the Copa Libertadores, the South American version of the Champions League. A member of the team that won the Recopa Sudamericana, the match between the winner of the Copa Libertadores and the winner of the Copa Sudamericana, and the Supercopa Ecuador in 2023. Páez has also made a name for himself on the international stage. At 16 years, 4 months and 8 days, on the 12th of September against Uruguay, he became the youngest player in the history of Ecuador's senior national team, and was just behind Diego Maradona in the list of the youngest players in history to have played in a South American Zone World Cup qualifying match. And while he was unable to surpass the Argentinian, Páez decided to set a new record of his own. By scoring against Bolivia just a few weeks later, he became the youngest player in history to score in a South American Zone World Cup qualifier, and the zone in general. Now with 6 caps to his name, Páez is sure to be one of the players to watch at the next Copa America, 20th of June, 14th of July, 2024, which La Tricolor will be taking part in for the 30th time. Páez is a special player that Carlos Tenorio, a former Ecuador international with 52 caps, 12 goals, already spotted a few years ago. He has the potential to be better than Lionel Messi and Neymar, but much will depend on him and the people around him. He is only 15, and it isn't common to see players at that age with such an enormous personality. Players like him aren't born every day, and it is, therefore, difficult to compare him with anyone because that puts them under pressure when pressure is what we should avoid. These are flattering words, but the player himself prefers to shrug them off, as he does not necessarily appreciate comparisons. Despite being a great admirer of Lionel Messi and Gonzalo Plata, Páez has admitted before he does not want to be compared to them. On the contrary, he wants to become the player to whom other players are compared. Kendry Páez's style of play, although he is still young, Páez's athleticism means he can compete alongside adults, even though he is only 5 feet 8. Left-footed, he has a technical range that is well above average. The teenager is a player of extraordinary creative ability, capable of finding lines of passing that would have gone unnoticed by many of his peers, and connects easily with his teammates. He is unpredictable, both for his teammates and his opponents, and that's where his uniqueness lies. With 257 minutes played in the Copa Libertadores this season, he is in the top 2% of players whose actions lead to a shot, 6 per game, and in the top 1%. 1% of those who touch the ball in the attacking zone, 31 per game. As the independent scout Swan M exclusively explain, Páez is an instinctive player, capable of evolving at different speeds. His profile is similar to that of the number 10s of yesteryear. He doesn't have the physical profile, either in terms of speed or explosiveness, to make the biggest impact on the wing if you're looking to exploit depth. However, his nimbleness allows him to play easily in the heart of the game, where speed is not generally the most important quality. Among the areas for improvement, 2 appear to be crucial. The first is physical. As mentioned, his lack of pace limits his ability to assert himself in one-on-one situations. In fact, when Páez has played as a right winger in the 2023/2024 season, on 6 occasions, he has only managed to be decisive on 1 occasion, 1 goal, a far cry from the standards set when he has been deployed more centrally, 5 games, 2 goals and 3 assists. The second concerns the mental aspect. During matches that he considers less important, Páez can have the annoying habit of taking it easy, of not playing with the intensity he is capable of, points out Swan M. However, his arrival in the Premier League will undoubtedly force him to overcome this flaw, as the English League is renowned for its intensity and ruggedness, explaining how Kendry Páez will fit in at Chelsea. Although Páez has already been taken on by Chelsea and has visited their facilities, it is still too early to say exactly what role he will play when he arrives in England. Many factors, such as the identity of his future coach, Mauricio Pochettino, may be replaced, and teammates, are still partially unknown and completely beyond his control. However, Chelsea are a club known for their attacking style of play, which could be a perfect fit for Páez. If he were to arrive at the London club today, he would potentially play in a role similar to that regularly occupied by Cole Palmer, considered to be one of the best young players on the planet, or Conor Gallagher, in the heart of the game. If he follows the same trajectory, Chelsea can already rub their hands.